Good morning, boys and girls, women and children, pirates and scallywags, cutthroats and cunts. How goes it this morning? It's Sunday morning. It's a beautiful day in the St. Louis area. It's 61 stunning degrees and sunny as shit out. And, I'm just getting ready to start my day. Me and the wife kind of slept in this morning, got up about 8:30. And, it's kind of just mulling over some thoughts, man. I guess what I'm thinking about this morning, philosophical maybe, just thinking about how people get into this positions that they're in, You ever meet somebody, it's like, I ain't got no friends or whatever. Good morning to you, Facebook user. You can give StreamYard permission to show your name too, by the way. But at any rate, I don't know who you are. These people, I ain't got no friends, my life sucks, yada, yada, yada. You know what? There's 9 times out of 10 a fucking reason why these people are in the position that they're in. You know what I mean? I'm just going to start today's show off by saying, if you want a friend, like a good friend, then the first step in that isn't meeting somebody. You're going to meet people. The first step in having a good friend is being a good friend. It's all so cliche, It's all so simple. The golden rule, man. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's that fucking simple. It goes back. It's in the Bible. It's all over the fucking place, man. You got to be the change you want to see. Gandhi didn't think of that shit. That's just a fucking reworked wording of the same shit. You got to be the shit you want to get. A lot of people out there not getting the shit they want to get. Yeah, trust process is hard, bud. Trust me, I know it because I've been burned. I've been burned by people recently. Just burned by people. Burned by people for a lousy couple of bucks they didn't even need. And I try not to be fucking too pissed off about it. It's not the money that I'm upset about. It's lying, cutthroat, pirate, scallywag behavior that won't be tolerated from me. So if you're a friend of mine and you're doing some shady shit that I'm going to be upset about, there's a reason I'm going to be upset about it. So why in the fuck would you do it? If you knew it was going to make me upset, then maybe you should have thought to yourself, like, well, there's a reason. Is he going to be upset for a good reason? Yes. And if you're my friend, you got to watch your shit, bro, because I don't fuck around. Like, you do some character level shit. And to me, character level shit is just like lies, cutthroat behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like standing in front of the other person, like trying to take some shit off their plate when you got a full ass plate. That's all shady behavior. I don't fuck with shady people. I don't fuck with dramatic people. I don't fuck with shady people. I try to get the far away from that shit. Man, the first 2/3 of my life was as shady and dramatic as it could get. I decided at a certain point that wasn't for me anymore. You know what I'm saying? And dude, whoever's got the 3 friends, but much better than fake friends, you're doing great, man. Because like seriously, if you get to our age and you've got 2 or 3 real ass friends, then you've done some incredible shit, man. Because people these days are shady as fuck, dude. They'll sell each other out for fucking pennies. They don't care about loyalty, morals. Here's the thing. I know all this shit, and it's really hard not to just say fuck people. But I don't want to say fuck people either. I want to be cool with people. I want to give other people chances to be the friend that those people should have been, or to be the companion, person, spouse. But this is an equation for everything, seriously. Like, whatever you want to get back from people is what you have to be. If you're not getting that shit back, then you're probably not living right. And this isn't a perfect formula, man, because you can go out there and you could be absolutely perfect to everybody. It doesn't mean that they're going to reciprocate that shit. It just means that you're living your best life. The good news about it is when you live like that, you don't got to worry about shit. You ain't got to keep your story straight. You don't have to worry about who you're talking to about what. You can just go around and be your honest, open, true self, which is what I pride myself on being. I'm a lot of things, man. I could be an asshole. I can be harsh spoken. Sometimes I say things as pointedly as they can be said, and I don't even really mean to. It's just a talent. But I'll tell you, I won't lie to you. I'll tell you the truth. I'll offer you advice. Some things you might not even want to hear, but I'll help you do the things you need to do or want to do. I'll encourage you. I'll try to lift you up. I'll promote your businesses, your ideas, and I won't cut your throat. But like I said, it doesn't mean that everybody else is going to treat you the same way back at all. What up there, Sean? I hope you're doing all right in the hospital there, brother. Get well soon, man. Get well soon. The trust process is a hard one, man, especially for those of us who've been through some hard knock ass shit with people just sort of doing them super dirty, you know? I'm not perfect and I won't pretend to be, man, but I'll tell you what, dude, if I tell you you're my friend, you can count on me when you need me. You know, I'll be there. But I ain't gonna be friends with people who ain't friends back. Anyway, the whole point of this was because I had to roll some marijuana cigarettes. Ooh. And it smells so good. Oh, man. That the light's not really right for this, but anyway, I like to roll joints, punches and bunches style. I'm not gonna stay too philosophical, man. I could rant, I could go off the deep end, but what's the point? You know what I mean? What's the point? What's the point? There's no point. Let people be who the fuck they are, and when they show you who they are, believe them, man. Stop giving people a bunch of second chances to be the shit they should have been on the first shot. It's not hard to be a good person. It's not, man. I know people act like, oh, it's such a fucking... No, it's not that hard, dude. Being a good person is just not that fucking hard. Just don't fuck people over. It's that easy. Give people a fair shake and be honest. That's all you got to do. Oh, I don't even check on that indica and sativa thing, man, because that's fake shopping. Nobody likes to hear my theories on that, though. They're not my theories, by the way. This is shit that I read because I love marijuana. Let's go ahead and give you guys the downward focus. Look, boom. That's a scale just to make sure I don't get screwed over, by the way. What I've got here is 4.2 grams of gelato. I don't know if it's indica or if it's sativa because that's not how I shop for marijuanas. I feel like the dispensaries are just calling things sativa that don't get you as stoned, you know? If you guys look up the history of sativas and indicas, it'll clear up a lot for you. But if you go into the dispensary, they're definitely going to market to you. They're going to be like, yeah, man, this sativa will totally make you feel like doing your chores and cleaning your living room and shit. What they mean is this is some weed that doesn't get you as stoned as the other weed we offer. So we're going to call it a sativa. We're even going to try to convince you that it gives you energetic feelings of creativity. Placebos are real, people. Placebos are real. I've smoked a lot of pot, man. I've never smoked any pot that made me feel like jumping up and doing some shit. Okay. Just didn't. It didn't. I mean, I smoked some pot that made me feel like eating a sandwich. I've smoked some pot that made me think that maybe this movie was better than it really was. But I ain't never smoked no weed that made me feel like, hey, I need to get some shit done. Because guess what? That's meth. You're shopping in the wrong store. Okay? If you want energy, you're looking for an upper. Marijuana isn't an upper. It's a motherfucking downer. It's a sedative. Anyway, I ain't trying to get too scientific, but stop shopping for marijuana based on sativas and indicas, you know? Because the dispensary will fucking lie to you. Do you know how we even determine what's a sativa and what's an indica? We do opinion polls. We give the weed to people, and they tell people how it made them feel after ingesting it. Then, if more people say that they felt, cerebral and energetic afterwards, then guess what? They call that shit a sativa. Isn't that weird? You know, sativas were America's only weed until the late 70s, early 80s, when we imported indicas from Asia. The reason why we imported indicas from Asia is because indicas grow more robust plants than sativas. Sativas have long, slender leaves and wispy buds. Indicas have short, fat leaves and fat, dense buds. So if you're going to grow marijuana to make money, it only makes sense that you would cross the genes so that you would have sativa-like properties where it gets you high, And then the whole indica thing, or in the couch. No, dude. Indica just means that it was a hardier plant. The cannabinoids are different in every plant, and the cannabinoids are received by every person differently. We have no idea how cannabinoids work. I mean, we get the idea of how they work. Just like if you're shopping for THC percentages, you're also shopping wrong. The terps have a lot to do with it. It's called the entourage effect, where the terps plus the THC are making you as high as you are, not just the THC. Get me high, I'm going in the closet and hiding till my high goes away. Shit makes me paranoid with a capital P. A lot of people experience that paranoia, and my best advice for people who experience paranoia after smoking marijuana is to consume less marijuana. Like, maybe the last time you smoked pot, it was like late 90s, and you had some Mexican brick weed or some shit, and it didn't get you that high. Well, today's weed will get you higher than giraffe pussy. And if you ain't careful, you'll have panicky feelings, like being too high, manual breathing mode. Oh man, that shit sucks. That shit sucks. But you know what? Being too high doesn't suck as bad as being too drunk. I will say that. I'd rather be too high every day of the week than too drunk, because when I'm too drunk, I'm throwing up, I'm taking a nap wherever the fuck I'm laying. When I'm too high, I just need to eat some shit and go and be home. That's it. Anyway, so I ground up my 4.2 grams of weed. Yeah, most people do prefer the in the couch shit because you just want to get high as you can get. I don't think it's indica that's getting you there. It's just that particular type of marijuana was stony. The other types of marijuanas were not. That's why the fucking dispensaries call that shit sativa. Oh, it doesn't work as well? Well, call it a sativa. The people will eat it up. And they do. And they do. I want sativa for my work day. Yeah, okay. So you want you want less potent marijuana for your work day and more marijuana for your night day. That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me, man. I'll tell you what, man. I've been thinking a lot about just like selling really expensive stickers with delivery. And when you buy the sticker, say for like $150, you get a free gift with your sticker. From what I hear, gifting in Missouri is legal. I'm not exactly sure about this because I swear I read that they intentionally blocked the gifting loophole so they didn't have to deal with people competing with the corporate cannabis market. But the opinions seem to be different. And if gifting is in fact legal, then it shouldn't be any big deal for me to sell bumper stickers to people and give them a free gift with their bumper sticker. Right? I mean, this is just brainstorming here. Anyway, this raw product in particular is called a 6-shooter. And what this does is it gives me the ability to roll 6 cones at once with minimal effort. Instead of rolling them, I just shred up my weed, drop myself 6 cones in there. You can buy the cones in bulk boxes. I buy them 900 at a time. Costs about $90. But you save a lot of money that way. I'm saying, man, buy parts, free magnets. I'm with it. So, like, if you're out there and you want to buy a bumper sticker, just, send me a DM. Send me a DM. I got bumpers. I'm selling bumper stickers. I actually think I'm going to design some stickers. And I think that the stickers should be like, one sticker should be like a quarter, like a picture of a quarter. And when you buy the quarter sticker, you get a free gift that would be congruent with that sticker. If you buy the nickel, then you would get the bag that would go with the nickel, whatever's congruent. If you buy the 50-cent piece or a $50 sticker, then you, and then if you buy the 1-ounce gold bar sticker, well, do the math. I've seen that kind of shit go down in like DC. That's how they sell weed in DC because it's, you know, it's technically it's legal recreationally, but it's also very frowned upon to sell it. So people have come up with loopholes and ways to circumvent the system. After I get done with my hooters, I like to take my time, use my little brush pen here, and write down what kind it is. I'm going to hook my good camera up to the system tomorrow, so I'll be able to zoom in on this stuff as I do it. I think I'm going to be bringing you more videos here in the near future. Get out and about, start trying to maximize my enterprise. Your soul just saying, send me a message. Send me a message. Let's work it out. Let's work it out. And you know what? I'll even deal with your marketing. Like if you want to be specific and you be like, I'm really into indicas and sativas, I'll lie to you. I'll lie to you just like the dispensaries do. Why not? I'll be like, sure, here you go. Here's your indica or your sativa. You should really want to clean the house after you smoke this. So whoever that is sold. I can't tell. Anyway, so that was gelato. As you can see, I write the words. There it is, gelato. It's sort of written on there, halfway legible. Anyway, let's have a look at some purple diesel. Ooh, that stuff's got a good nose on it. Oh yeah, look at that. This is all for personal consumption, by the way. NFSW or whatever. NFST, not for sale or trade. I only sell bumper stickers. The bumper sticker market is ludicrous, though. I mean, prices are going crazy. Throats are being cut. So anyway, there we go. The lighting in here isn't the greatest, but maybe I could. Oh, that. Oh, anyway, probably getting flagged on some social medias. Where's that slut, Frank? He's chilling on a couch or doing something. Anyway, let's just put these pretty nuggets right here on the nugget guillotine. Ooh, sticky. Oh, yeah. That's why I got this huge grinder, because I was super sick of having to grind up several piles of weeds. Strains are just as much BS as indica and sativa. No telling what strain you're actually smoking. And that's true too, man, because a lot of the black market pot, they just write shit down on there, you know? So you never know what the fuck you're getting. But I tell you what, if you want a bumper sticker, you can send me a DM and I'll send you a bumper sticker. And you get a free gift with every bumper sticker. Man, I should just make a commercial for this and call it a day. And just be like, I was just kidding. I wouldn't really do that. Oh, it smells good. It's got a good nose on it. Look at this. I'm going to put this back in here. All right. Look at that. Oh, it smells wonderful. Whoop. Okay. Back here. We got 6 cones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alrighty. Do. Yeah, maybe I'll even buy a bigger shaker. Maybe one that does 100 of these at a time. We could start doing pre-rolls with our old weed like the dispensary does. And then we could tell everybody, oh, these are fresh pre-rolls. And we could totally pretend that that's not the weed that they're trying to get rid of. People fall for so much shit. Marketing is a real issue in America, isn't it? We are consumers. Common sense has besieged us. Packa. Give her a little stuffy stuff. Tappy tap. Kaboop. Hey. Oh, yeah. And then the patented fold over technique, man. If you guys aren't watching that and using that, you just get you a chopstick. And you see the way that I got that rolled? It'll keep it from running as much because I've shoved all the extra paper down in the middle. And then on the outside, we only have one layer of paper all the way around to light so that hopefully you get a consistent light that doesn't take off running like who's that really fast runner guy in Jamaica? Forget his name. Oh yeah. Now, anybody watching, if you're in the St. Louis area and you see me out in public, you should get my attention. You should be like, yo, let's burn one of those cones. And what I'll do is I'll burn a cone with you. Usain Bolt, that's right. I forgot what the what the Usain Bolt question was about, but the running of the cone. If you've ever smoked a cone with a twisted end, you know that motherfucker will take off running, and by the time you get it back into shape, it'll be ran halfway down it, and your fucking investment is gone. And usually got some guy who took a super big rip on. He's like, "Look, man, it's just how I smoke joints." Yeah, we smoke them wrong, fucking idiot. Be nice to joints, man. Marijuana etiquette is a real thing. People should learn some. Padow. Then we take our extras, which there's clearly a lot of extras. Get it all in a pile. Try to make sure there aren't any random dog hairs in there. Booyah! Then we save what's left for a mystery joint at the end. And bam, I have officially rolled 12 doobies that fast. Let me clean up my mess here. Babe! Come hither! You looking for what? You looking for food? Oh, she's looking for glue. Well, first of all, the E6000 is not very good glue for gluing back together that. Well, I have a ton of glues and epoxies and shit outside. If you'd like to join me for a minute while we commemorate the Olympics with this torch, I'll go out afterwards. Yeah, it was just a joke. Commemorate the Olympics with a torch. It is the Special Olympics. Okay, what was the name of this? This is Purple Diesel. We're just going to write Diesel. Booyah. Done. Then we just take this. We get out our handy dandy joint container. The classy way to carry your weed. And we put these joints on respective different sides because we don't want them banging or fighting with each other or breeding while they're in there. And booyah! Is that a fly or a piece of fucking static charged lint? Well, whatever it is, it's a goner now. All right, all clean. Joints by yours truly. What do you tell your husband all the time? I don't know. Coffee and cannabis. My favorite. Let's try. See what I mean about that even light? Oh. Oh, he smokes joints wrong. I hate when people smoke joints wrong. I have a couple of friends that are just terrible joint smokers. Guys, when someone smokes a joint with you, your goal shouldn't be to smoke as much of the joint as you can every time you touch it. That's rude, man. We're not in prison. I've got lots of joints. If you're not happy with the amount of highness that this joint has procured for us, I'll smoke another one afterwards. Please don't run my joint or try to smoke it in 2 puffs, because if you do, I have a problem. I'll be like, hey, motherfuck.
Oh shit, I'm on TV.
You're on TV.
I don't want to be on TV.
Yeah, the Honey Bunny, the STL solventless guys. I'm glad you got hooked up with them dudes, man. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, seriously. It's like some people don't think they can get high unless they consume your whole joint. For the record, my wife does not consume. Oh, it is recreationally legal, but
It's no longer legal.
oh, well, I was just trying to hide your identity.
I just didn't want to be on TV because I look like shit.
I think you look beautiful, boo.
Well, you buried me. I hope you do. Be quite awful if you did.
So anyway,
I
yeah.
remember him.
People who smoke your joints like Snoop Dogg and fucking Next Friday, Jesus Christ, man. Usually those people ain't got a whole lot of weed, is what I'm guessing. Or they're just rude. He likes bowls better than fat rips or what he's looking for. I mean, I get it. I guess. I used to like bowls too because I could pack a bowl and just like hit it, especially in like a work environment. And then I could just tuck it back in my pocket, go back about my business. I haven't smoked a bowl of weed in so long though, man. Like it just feels inconvenient to me. I don't know why. I have a bunch of pipes and shit. And honestly, I have an entire drawer full of like spoon pipes, like nice little handheld pocket pipes. I think I should start blessing my friends with these shits. Keep 1 or 2, move the rest of them along. My favorite way to consume marijuana by far, though, is joints, cones. That's my favorite way. But I like it all. I like dabs. I like blunts. I like bowls. I like bongs. I like gravity bongs. I like fucking vaping weed. I like it all. You can't stick weed in your butt.
You can those weed drinks.
Okay, you could put the weed drinks in your butt.
So you can weed in your butt.
You can't just put the weed in your butt though. Then you just have a bunch of lawn trimmings in your butt. So, have you tried the King Palms? I have tried the King Palms. I like the King Palms. I also don't like the King Palms, and I'll tell you why. Because I've never gotten packs of King Palms that were fresh. They're always not fresh. They're always dry as fuck, and they put the little Boveda pack in there, but I'm pretty sure that Boveda pack was dry when they put it in there, or that shit's been stored for an incredibly long amount of time. What I do like about the King Palms, though, is the little crush ball that they have in them when you buy the flavored ones, because you're not actually smoking the flavor, because that flavoring is never what they say it is. It's always some chemical that tastes or smells like blueberry while you burn it, or coconut butt fuck, or whatever it is you like. So I prefer if it's just like if we don't smoke the flavor. The tobacco and all that shit's bad enough, But the King Palms are great. And what I've learned about the King Palms is that if you have like a little sponge or something, a clean sponge, or like even your lips is a little gross if you do it like this. But if you take that King Palm out of the package and you wipe it with a moist sponge and then just set it down for like 2 minutes, it'll be perfectly pliable. It'll soak that moisture back up. It'll still burn fine. You don't obviously want to get it wet, but you can moisten that shit back up a little bit. Or what you can do if you have some foresight is when you get like a 2-pack, just open them up, take like 2 or 3 drops of water and just drop it in the fucking package with it and set that shit down. That tobacco will suck that shit up like a sponge. It doesn't have to be directly touching it. Once it evaporates, it'll go straight into it, and then you're good to go. So the King Palms, I like the idea, the concept. I just hate that they're dry and fucking hard to work with, you know? And they're kind of expensive. So there's that. Only time I usually smoke any kind of blunts is if there's a bunch of people around, because I know that a cone's not going to fucking go around a room enough to get everybody happy, because you got that Snoop Dogg smoker and that motherfucker's going to smoke half the joint when he touches it. Yeah, so what do you guys got?
Make Snoop Dogg money, you shouldn't smoke joints like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, if you don't make Snoop Dogg money and you didn't buy the weed, then you shouldn't smoke the joint like you got Snoop Dogg money and you bought the weed. Man, that shit tastes delicious, by the way, does it not? Oh, it's just like that particular gelato I'm a huge fan of. If it's actually gelato, I don't know. We're going to call it gelato, though, because that's what they told me it was. It's tasty. Flowery. It's getting me stoned, too. Hit me right in the old gipper. How about them Battlehawks? I mean, they won yesterday. I tried to get into football, man. I did, but you know, it all started for me in 2001. And if you guys remember 2001, the Rams went to the Super Bowl and they got beat by the New England Patriots. And I know this has nothing to do with Battlehawks football, but hang in there. 2001 was a fucked up year because you guys remember 9/11. Yeah, we had a halt to the season. We picked it back up. The Rams make the Super Bowl. Rams versus Patriots. Patriots come from nowhere. At that year, the Rams were called the greatest show on turf. They literally averaged almost 700 yards a fucking game. Averaged 52 points a game. And somehow in the Super Bowl, they were held to 21. The Super Bowl was a total... That was the first time I ever thought that the NFL was rigged. I've got a bunch of other things to say about the NFL being rigged, but let's just fast forward to when the Rams leave. St. Louis gets fucked by Stan Kroenke and the NFL. The XFL comes, folds up. Everybody was excited as fuck. St. Louis really went out there and showed their heart. Now, the XFL, or whatever, I guess this is the XFL still, comes back. People know it's a subsidiary of the NFL, meaning they're NFL minor league teams, and they're still watching it. It's tough for me, man, because like I turned it on yesterday. I wanted to get into it. What stopped me yesterday was that fact that there's nobody at the Vegas game. It was like they had high school attendance numbers in Vegas. Okay, there's like 84 people there, so it didn't feel like a big game to me. It felt like I was watching high school. Second thing, Vegas is not a competitive team. They suck. So it was a instant lopsided affair where St. Louis was literally running the score up on them. Okay. I try, man. I try. The only sport that I can still find myself being interested in is hockey and soccer. City SC 5-0 now. 5-0. It's pretty incredible. And I think they scored 4 goals yesterday, which if you know anything about football with a U, then you know that that's a lot of fucking goals. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, we're setting record attendance at the Battlehawks, which is ironic to me because we're like showing up. The NFL's making money off of our attendance, and we're still there like, fuck yeah, fuck you, NFL. That it blows my mind. And part of me wishes I could just turn that shit off and be a regular person and be into shit so I could have more friends and like be like have more shit to associate with people with, because like nobody really likes the guy who's like, everything's fixed. You know, I agree, it's cunty. I just can't stop doing it because once you've seen it, you can't look away. If that makes sense. So, but it's cool that soccer's here. It's cool that there's things to do in the city. I'll give it that. I just wish that it wasn't all corporate ran, man. I can't stand corporate anything, you know? I just feel like we don't really have any choices anymore. I feel like we're just like consuming the same thing over and over again and pretending that it's different. It's not. It's the same old, same old. I mean, life is pretty entertaining without the consumerism, but It all boils back down to consumerism, man. Tickets and attendance, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a cunt today. When I first started this, I was a little leery because no lie, I woke up a little spicy this morning, man. Don't even get started about why, but it had me in a bad mood, and I thought that maybe this might be dangerous to do. Turn this on and just start going ham. But actually, it was nice, man. I appreciate everybody listening and hanging in today and watching me roll joints and just blabber. That's why I do this. It was never about making money or friends or being popular. This was kind of therapy for me. Therapy I like. I hope something I said to you made sense today, though, because it's the truth, man. If you want to have good friends, then you got to be a good friend. If you want to have a good spouse, then you got to be the best spouse you can be. If you want to have good kids, you got to be a good parent. If you want to have good breakfast, you got to be a good cook. It's all pretty simple. You know, I won't even lie, though. You're right. It's the weed. And I've always self-medicated with the weed because I was quite spicy. Smoked 2-3 puffs off a joint. No one's going to get stabbed. We're all fine. Is that good? I don't know. I mean, it helps me deal with my emotions, helps me process things better. So I could say, yes, it's good. Plus, also, marijuana is non-habit. Well, they say it's not addictive. I wouldn't know if it's addictive because I've never tried to stop. What's the point? I pee for enjoyment, not employment. It's not negatively impacting my life. I don't suck any dicks for it. That's good. County wants to put 3% sales tax on weed, and they're selling the fuck out of it. Well, here's the thing about the legal marijuana market in Missouri. Every bureau and municipality gets to pick their own tax rate. And they also get to pick whether or not they want to allow the sales of recreational or medicinal weed in their area. That's why you won't find any dispensaries in Ladue. So, they don't put liquor stores and dispensaries in nice neighborhoods, man. They put liquor stores and dispensaries in shit neighborhoods because they want poor people to be appeased and occupied. There I go, doing that thing again. I don't indulge in the corporate. Yeah, I told you guys that the micro licensing is a joke, man. I wasn't just off on a tangent because I wanted to be mad at it. Like, I legit want to I want to participate in an actually legal marijuana market. The micro licenses are a fucking joke, and they're picked by the people who already run the marijuana monopoly. So trust me when I say there are no mom and pops in the marijuana industry in Missouri. I know we want there to be. I know we want to make some of these people that shit. I know that. But they're not. They're already people who are rich or they're corporates. All right. When I say corporates, I don't mean like a dude who works for corporate. I mean that it's a corporation that owns the fucking shit. Go ahead and look. You think Starbuds is a Missouri business? They exist in a couple of states now. It's so weird to me because the feds are like, it's because the feds know it's their buddies making money selling the peasants weed. And here's the really fucked up thing about it. The peasants are suffering because you fucking people who consume marijuana this whole time going to the peasants, your friends, your peers for the marijuana, you turn your back on these people. You turned your back on the person who introduced you to marijuana. You turned your back on the person who had the balls enough to have marijuana for you before it was legal. You turned your back on those people. A lot of those people feed their families this way. That way. A lot of people do. This was their business. And now you've turned your back on them and you're going to Starbuds to buy overpriced, poorly stored mids that you're pretending is better than what you could get on the streets. And you say that you get a variety. You say that you get choices, but do you? Is it worth the money that you're spending that's different? Everybody always talks shit about supporting local. Why did you turn your back on your local weed dealer? Trust me, he's probably still a weed dealer. He's probably even got better prices and selection than he's ever had. Give him a call. See what he's up to. Save yourself some bucks. Support the local industry that should be running the industry in the first place. Because let's be honest, if it wasn't for the black market, you wouldn't know about marijuana. You've been able to get marijuana in a store for months, and you turned your back on the people giving it to you, people you built friendships with, people you know are using the money to support their family or the businesses of their kids. I don't know, man. It's just shitty to me. You know that they're locking people up for it still. Still, you're going to go buy the Rosenblums a new house? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Drives me nuts. No morals, no loyalty. Consumerism, man. That's that capitalism at work, dude. You go in there, motherfuckers legit go in the dispensary and they're like, hey, man, you got anything to make my elbow feel better? It kind of hurts on dry days. They're like, sure we do, dude. We got this purple diesel number 26. It's got limonene, dimoline. The THC is 21%. Oh, it'll for sure make your elbow feel better. Remember when people just smoked weed to get high and shit? To be happy? I miss those days, man. Anyway, I love you all. Even the scallywag pieces of cutthroat shit out there. I love you all. I might not fuck with you, but I love you. I hope you guys all have a great day. Remember, if you don't like your life, you can change it. Start today. Carpe diem. We're on a ball of dirt, spinning around in space that's heated by a nuclear fire. Every day is a miracle. I'm not going to say it's a blessing, but it's mathematical improbability. So enjoy it. Make the most of it. Do something you enjoy today, man. Get outside, get some sunlight on you, do something you like. Smile. Make someone else smile. And remember, whatever you want is what you have to be. I'm out of here, folks. Toodaloo.